How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3. And yeah, I think a lot of people feel that the title race is over. So, like I said, it's finished. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be so reactionary. I'm trying to do this video in a logical sense. And I don't want to go off the rails in a, when you look at the performance tonight, some individual errors, some certain moments, and you've got a right to be aggrieved and you've got a right to, have a moan about certain things. But I want to try and put it into perspective. Now, the individual errors. First goal, second goal, schoolboy. Absolutely comical. Tomiyasu. What he was doing. Played the blind pass. Didn't look. Kevin De Bruyne. The worst player you have to go and lay it on a plate to. And it was just inexcusable. The second one. Gabriel. Just clear your lines. What are you doing? There was a 5-minute spell before that where we were all over the place. And it needed a 5-10 minute spell where we just solidified things and we just got rid of the ball. And silly mistakes. And then you look at the other end. Eddie Nketiah had a good 2 to 3 chances. And I mean big chances. And he missed them. And this is the difference, because if Erling Haaland, for example, is on the end of those headers, one in the first half and one towards the end of the game, then they are in the back of the net. Eddie Nketiah, for as good as he's been and for as good as he does, he's not going to be that man that propels you to the next level to be a Manchester City. Now, I know we're missing Jesus. But this was the one thing that we were, all worried about. This was the one thing that we were talking about with the January signings. And should we go and get somebody, etc., etc. And I just look at it and I just think, what an opportunity missed probably. And, should we add a penalty? That's one, thing that we will say. At 2-1. I've looked at it a few times now and it looks like Trossard is fouled. But that looked to me like the referee's just trying to even things out a little bit. Because maybe he didn't think he should have gave us one in the first half, even though it is a penalty. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. And it hurts losing. I hate losing. I hate Arsenal losing. And it's tough. And we've kind of built up our expectations and, what we feel is going to happen and what we could be, able to achieve. And then all of a sudden you kind of get kicked in the teeth. And, does the January window come back to haunt us? Does the lack of, real quality signings in certain areas come back to haunt us? I don't think Jorginho had a bad game, to be quite honest with you, but these are the kind of questions that we will all ask and we will all look at. And I think in the second half, Manchester City just bullied us. They played the game at the tempo they wanted to. They dictated everything. They were more aggressive. We looked absolutely shattered at points. And this is the problem when you've been playing the same players consistently over this period of time, that you're ultimately going to have a period where they start to burn out. Now, Manchester City are able to go and call upon, world-class players from the bench. We're not. When you're seeing him bring on the likes of Vieira, and I'm looking and I'm going, ain't going to do anything, is he? He's not going to change the game. He's not going to affect it. But they can bring on the likes of Phil Foden. And it's just, it's a tough one to take. It's a tough one to take because I think, with a bit of luck, with a certain, couple of things, without the mistakes, we were a match for Man City, toe to toe with them. And yeah, that's just the way that it is at the end of the day. And I'm not going to be reactionary. And I know, look, listen, football is a reactionary sport. It's something that we all love. And I do understand that at the end of a game, you do become a little bit, emotional. I've done it loads of times. But I'm not going to fall into this trap right now of, being over emotional and saying, that's it, title's done, finished, over, good night, God bless, and all the rest of it. Look, it's going to be an uphill battle. But at the end of the day, we are level on points with Manchester City and we still have a game in hand. Technically, the league title is in our hands. Yeah, it's not in Man City's hands. It's in our hands. So you're looking at that and you're thinking, okay, yeah, we could, we could still do something. But it's going to be an uphill battle right now because, what's obviously happened. And, yeah, I'm just really tough to take, man. Really hurts losing. And, yeah, I don't know, man. It's never nice, man. It's never nice. It's never, ever nice losing. We're just going to have to regroup. It's as simple as that. I still find it quite amusing that you got rival fans trying to banter us. Listen, if you blow us in the Premier League table, you want to shut your mouth and don't even talk because you blow us for a reason. If you're above us, then you can talk to us. If you're not, shut up. So, we've got that game in hand. I believe that game in hand is at home to Everton. But listen, we're going to have to weather this storm. We're going to have to change results and very, very quickly. Aston Villa next, then Leicester, both away from home. We're going to have to respond. We're going to have to react. And if we do that over the next couple of games and pick up, maximum points, then you can start to say, okay, all right, steady the ship. But the longer this goes on now, 3 Premier League games in a row now, and we've only got 1 point out of 9. And 2 of those 3 games have been at home. So, yeah, that's how quickly things can change within football. But yeah, listen, it is what it is. We lose the game. We've lost the battle, but the war is still there to be fought. And there's still a long way to go. And it's not all doom and gloom yet. We've still got it in our hands. So let's try and remain positive, even if you're feeling a little down tonight. So listen, there we go. That is it. I'll do the player ratings tomorrow. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.